Guys, I'm putting out an Amber Alert, okay? It's an Amber Alert. Has anybody seen Lil Baby? Okay, I think Lil Baby's missing. He's not under here. He's not, I've checked under my desk. We can't find Lil Baby anywhere, man. Where is Wham? What Wham say goes. According to Young Thug, whatever Wham says goes, all right? And we haven't heard a peep. We haven't heard a squeak from Lil Baby in several weeks. It's been very strange. It's been very bizarre. We've all been waiting to hear what Lil Baby has to say about the Young Thug ratting allegations since Atlanta turned into Ratlanta. We haven't heard a peep. We haven't heard a whisper from Lil Baby, all right? We might be seeing his picture on milk cartons coming soon to a corner store near you, okay? Because we have absolutely no idea where Lil Baby is. We don't know what his opinion is on Ratlanta and all of the snakery going on. He's allegedly not answering Young Thug's phone calls. So today we're going to be taking a closer look at the embarrassing downfall of Lil Baby and basically just get an understanding of why Lil Baby might have wanted to just disappear from the rap game. They're saying that he's quit rap altogether. Okay, but before we do that, I want to just do a little recap of Lil Baby's career, okay, just so you understand the context of why this fool might be bowing out of the rap game. Okay, so story goes is that before, that's not the right thing. Story goes is that before he immersed himself into the rap game, Lil Baby was one of the biggest drug dealers, one of the biggest shotters in Atlanta. Okay, Lil Baby before the rap. All right, just know the rap stuff was a plus. Twin was the biggest drug dealer since Big Meech. Look at him with all of his money laid out on the tables. I'll keep it real with you. That doesn't look like that much money to me. These aren't stacked super high, but hey, they're saying he was the biggest since Meech. All right, I think Rallo might have something to say about that. People saying, why have dudes always got to bring up Meech? I know Baby been getting money for sure, but not the biggest since Meech, especially with Chapo ass rolling around. But I F with his homeboy for riding with him. People saying there won't be another BMF ever. I don't think people realized how big them boys really were. People saying, lol, this is insulting to Big Meech. Baby right now at the height of his rap career. I can't see Meech. People saying this is going to be in black and white on that indictment. How stupid are you to post something like this while they're handing out Ricos like stickers in the A? Now, there's all these stories about Lil Baby being a drug dealer before rap, having all the money, all the foreigns, all right, all the jewelry before being rap. All right, Lil Baby's got this. I'll keep it real. I feel like Lil Baby's got this this bad bitch energy to him. He feels like he's better than everyone. He feels like he's better than the rap game. He's better than all the streamers. He don't even need this rap shit. He was having it in the streets beforehand, man. Super lame if you ask me. But that's been his whole persona from the very start, man. These guys worship money, okay? And I don't think it's even that cool, bro. I'll be getting money. I don't worship money, all right? It ain't about the money for me. But for someone like Lil Baby, it's all about the money. 4 pockets full. It's all about having your pockets full. It's all about the money. It's never been about the art. It's never been about the love of the game, the expression. No, it's always been about the money. This is a teenage Lil Baby before he was famous, showing off his savings, crippin', all right? So people saying 4 pockets full, all right? He was always about the money. So he was allegedly a drug dealer, all right? Apparently people like QCP and Young Thug, they convinced him to rap. They said, you already got the persona, you already got the drip and the source from all your drug dealing. You just got to learn how to string a sentence together on a beat, and you're going to be a successful rapper. And that's allegedly what happened. They're saying this is how a drug shortage made Lil Baby take rapping seriously. All right? When it was time to go back and everybody got some again, I just didn't get none. I just stayed rapping. All right? They're saying it wasn't an easy transition from the lucrative world of drug dealing. However, in a Rolling Stone article, the Atlanta native explained how a drug shortage helped him to fully commit to a music career. It was probably a drought for like 3 weeks, he remembered. So I was like, I'm straight. I don't want to do it no more. All right? So when it was time to go back and everybody got some again, I just didn't get none. I just stay rapping. All right? That's my best ever, the Atlanta accent. Okay, I'm going to have to work on that one. Baby's transition from the streets to music wasn't a linear path. According to Rolling Stone, he was so successful at drug dealing that he had 2 condominiums that cost around $2,000 a month at age 17. It's pretty impressive. Around this time, Quality Control co-founder Kevin Coach K. Lee took notice of Baby's potential long before he even considered rapping, all right? They saw his talent. He was fly, all right? I'm telling you, dog, if you would rap, you got it. But he's a street guy. His whole thing was, that ain't what I'm doing. He ended up going to prison. When he came home, he used to come to the studio and kick it. He was apparently coming to the studio to sell the rap to carry Wayne's drugs, not Wayne, but to carry the other rap, to carry Thug's drugs, to carry everybody's drugs. He was selling drugs to all of the rappers, allegedly. And essentially, he was even paying Gunna. Look at this. Baby's close collaborator, Gunna, was instrumental in owning his skills as a rapper. In addition to helping him learn the basics of recording music from Gunna, Baby also paid Gunna to write songs for him. And you so coldly turned your back on this guy who taught you how to move, all right? So as we saw in the Young Thug apology song, okay, apparently Wham, all right, on the track Miss My Dogs, okay, Wham ain't picking up the phone, man. Wham ain't picking up them calls. He's got the B-roll of him and Wham together, man. Missing those good times when Wham used to pick up the phone, man. Watch out.
Man, watch out.
So, look, all right, he misses his dog. He misses his bro. He misses Wham. He's saying, Wham, pick up the phone. I taught you everything you know. Maybe Gunna taught you a few things that you know as well, but we don't want to talk about that, all right? We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about Gunna teaching you a few things as well, because that would pierce the narrative and it would pierce the aura that we've so carefully crafted from our drug dealer days. Wham, pick up the phone. Yeah, talk to me, a spider. All right, taught you everything you know about this shit. We for lifers, all right? Gunna taught you stuff too, and you cast him out into the cold. Lil Baby is a snake as well, I'll say it, man. God told you in the Bible the devil will knife you. Rap's already winning. Don't let this stuff divide us, man. The rap's really winning, man. This song was a banger. You're a real dude, but you do real and hide it. All right, so look, he's saying that Lil Baby was giving dudes on the YSL case $75,000 to help with their lawyers. He never spoke about it, all right? And he's not picking up the phone. Wham, please pick up the phone. It's Spider, please, all right? People on Reddit were clowning Young Thug when they realized that Lil Baby Wham isn't answering the phone to him anymore. They got Lisa Simpson crying, saying, Wham, please pick up the phone and talk to me. It's Spider, please, man. Please. They're saying nasty, diabolical work. It's a bad look for Atlanta. People are laughing. They're saying it's a joke. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, trying to get to the bottom pause of exactly why Lil Baby cut off Young Thug and decided not to talk to him. People saying, what did Thug do or say about Lil Baby? I missed that part. Saying he just said that he got offered a $150 million deal by Scooter Braun and he wouldn't do it without running it by QCP first. Scooter went over him and hit up P. That's when P sold QC for $300 million without including Baby in them talks. Baby doesn't own QCP. Unfortunately, you were not in a position to be making those boss moves. They sold Wham's masters too. Well, if they weren't Wham's masters to sell, he ain't got no business coming to that meeting. All right, and he ain't even give him nothing out of that 300 mil because he'd already been broken off a piece. We talked about it in a previous video. Lil Baby demanded $5 million from his label randomly. All right, who remembers this? Lil Baby clarifies the $5 million demand he made of quality control. In a recent IG Live video, Baby said he gave QC an ultimatum. I told my label they need to give me $5 million or I'm going back to hustling. F it. Give me $5 million or I'm going to do what I got to do. That's what he said, man.
It's either get on Instagram and go to the hood, and you know what's up with me, nigga. You know what's up with me, nigga. I don't want to go to the hood, so I'd rather get on Instagram, nigga. You know what's happening? Because I told my label they need to give me $5 million or I'm going to hustle. Fuck it. Shit, I can't be sitting no house, man. I get money. Give me $5 million or I'm doing what I do.
He said, I told the label, give me $5 million so I can do what I got to do, all right? And QCP responded, all right? Baby, in an Instagram story, Baby tagged QCP, the leader of QC, dispelled the notion he had an issue with the label, right? And QC, tell these people it was a joke. How many 5 mils we done ran up? Hey, QCP shared the post and responded, too many times, idiots, y'all MS love a story. My Turn Deluxe comes out Friday. You demanded $5 million. Yeah, you backtracked and said it was a joke, but that $5 million is why you are not privy to a $300 million deal. You are not at the boss's table, okay? You want to demand your little measly 5 mil. Maybe they break you off 5 mil a couple times, all right? And that's why you're not part of these conversations, all right? You done broke off your measly 5 mil, all right? This is the boss's conversation. Anyway, they said Wham shouldn't even be dealing with P after that because P didn't have his best interests at heart. So that's why P got upset at Thug and started calling him a rat. People just assuming that Baby cut off Thug because of those leaked jail calls. But nobody really knows what's going on yet. Baby just went ghost. He went fully ghost. They're saying, yeah, he and his team probably got word about some upcoming legal troubles while this Thug thing was going on at the same time. There's got to be a lot on his mind right now. People been saying for a long time there might be a pending RICO on the 4PF crew, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, right? Last 2 times I've seen him in the streets earlier this year, he was with Lil Dan. Before I used to see him deep, so only time will tell. You don't know nobody that know Lil Baby. Stop role-playing on the web, you dweeb. I kind of believe this guy. They're saying, bro, it's not that deep, not at all. Thug is on audio recordings telling a cop that she should take down his number and call him anytime to chat, and he will tell them anything as long as they don't tell the world. If you're a street dude or a rapper, you're not going to mess with Thug after that. Is effing with Thug after that. Lol, it's not complicated. It's not complicated, bro. Very simple. It's not that simple, bro. There's levels to this. You got to get your head in the game. It's obviously because of the calls. He just coincidentally stopped messing with him during these leaked calls. All right? People saying because he's talking too much. 42 Doug tweeted this a week ago. That's why you mind your business, because you can get in a dude's business and a dude be somewhere saying F a dude, and then they get back cool, and now you're the one left looking crazy. I'm pretty sure he spoke Lil Baby's thoughts. They're saying Lil Baby was active. He's just been getting bad press for a whole month now. They said that he was trying to scam the streamer dude. No music that he's dropping is sticking. The label situation looking funny in the light. Thigh tattoo, shooting investigation where Lil Homie died in his hood, etc. All right, it might be deeper than this, but rappers don't like to be associated with snitches. Well, Drake and 21 still rock with him, and Baby was still messing with QCP at a certain point. And he's still cool with his cousin, who's also allegedly a rat. All right, people are saying probably something behind the scenes we don't know about. Ain't no way it's about Thug. The weird thing is people don't mention it, but Pluto went ghost too. The best thing we can get out of this is if they drop a surprise collab tape or something like that. People are saying Thug dogged Future out, so I can understand him not messing with Thug. Apparently, they had differences before. They're saying Lil Baby has been watched by Fulton County DA for a minute. Any connection to Thug seems to have that effect. She seems to hate Thug. People are saying it's because Ratlanta. All right. Y'all still don't know the Atlanta finesse by now is funny. I wouldn't be surprised if Wham was in the studio when he recorded it. Come on now, guys. Baby retiring from music. This is crazy. These folks are running a play on the world. Okay. So some people are thinking that really the reason Lil Baby has disappeared from the public eye is because of the Thug situation. Some people are actually saying, I'd hate to say it, but Lil Baby takes the second biggest L in this situation right after Thug. Bro really switched on Gunna. They had a lot of hits together, and as I just told you, Gunna was writing songs for Lil Baby. He taught him how to rap. He turned him from a dusty street dude with a bunch of money laid out on the table, pretending like he had Big Meech money, but it weren't stacked nowhere near as high as Big Meech. All right. Gunna helped you do that. Gunna helped you transform from a Charmander into a Charizard, and you turned on him. All right? All of that just to find out Thug snitched too. Bro was deriding Thug. Whole time Thug was shitting on him in jail, and he potentially lost out on 150 M's. Lil Baby looking crazy right now. All right? People saying, I definitely agree. He got to be embarrassed too. He stood by Thug's side for everything, and look what happened. People saying Gunna still snitched and Thug did too, acting like Gunna didn't snitch. He just needs to cut Thug too, and that is it. On God, these fools acting like Gunna didn't do nothing. He snitched too, just like Thug. Lil Baby a street dude, so he doesn't rock with rats. It's as simple as that. It's sad because dudes were always saying Gunna dabbled in the streets but wasn't in it for real. But Thugger was at a young age. To find out he was chatting in that interrogation room got hit harder because Thug said they'd known each other since Baby was hustling as a teenager. I said Thug snitched too, meaning they both did. I ain't picking sides. It's a sad time for hip-hop. The whole trial should have never happened. Lil Baby was surrounded by rats. Lol. Yeah. So, ironically, despite the fact that we're hearing from Thug saying, please, Wham, please pick up the phone. It's me, Spider. He's leaving him unanswered. He's on the phone to other people, man. They're saying, well, it looks like Wham been picking up the phone for YTB Fat. They're saying, Wham, check on the kid 2-3 times a week. $1 million convo. So he hopping on the phone with YTB Fat 2-3 times a week. Meanwhile, Spider can't get a call back, man. It's nasty work. They're saying, talk to me, it's Spider, man. It's Spider. Please talk to me. Please pick up the phone. It's Spider, man. Man, watch out.
Man, watch out.
All right. They're saying YTB Fat be deriding everybody. Bruh, he posted this because of the situation going on to LOL. I knew one of y'all weird little dudes was going to post this, all right? Baby probably pick up the phone for everybody that's not named Young Thug. Thug making it public that Baby was ignoring him probably made it worse. All right, YTBBD in a lot. Remember, he wrote a whole summary about that Rod Wave situation. I understand he's showing love, but he moving like a groupie. He just happy to be on and getting noticed, fam. They're saying y'all are chronically online weirdos. Baby's close friend already said they've been on the phone multiple times since everything came up. Baby and Thug are not beefing. They're still cool. It's all content. All right, that's what they're saying. But apparently, okay, in the midst of everything going on, we've apparently had confirmation that Lil Baby is actually retiring from music. Okay, this is going around from the Wolfpack Global Music Instagram story. Allegedly, Baby retiring from music. This crazy man with the black love heart emoji. Hearts turn cold, man. The blackened heart. It's dark. It's depressing. It's sad. No more Wham, man. We're not going to get any more hits. Hey, twin. Hey, twin. We're not going to get no more of those hits, man. It's so unfortunate. It's been a minute since we've had one from Lil Baby, but apparently there's no chance anymore, okay? People are saying, after the stuff Thug said in that interview and how stuff been playing out over the past year, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is true. Bro don't give a F about rap. He had to be compensated to even leave the block and go to the studio. I personally feel like that story about they had to pay, Young Thug was paying Lil Baby to not be in the streets. I actually find that so lame. A lot of these street guys are like, yeah, man, that's how it really was, man. He was hustling so hard. They had to pay him not to hustle, man. Bro, that's so lame, bro. Well, you need another grown man to like, what, give you a stimulus check so that you don't go and do crimes. How lame is that, man? And then also it's like, I respect great artistry. I respect people that get into the studio and make great hits, like beautiful songs that speak to the masses, that speak to everybody, like connect with the hearts of the fans. But no, we got to pay you not to sell drugs and poison the community. That's super lame, bro. Why don't you just get your hustle on, make some music, make some art? Like, actually have some pride in what you do. I find that super lame, but I don't know about anybody else. Super pathetic. Like, bro, we're going to pay you to not poison the community. Shut up, man. Anyway, all right, they're saying good, more dudes should. If all you really wanted was money and you got it, you had some fire stuff to say back then, you don't now, it's cool, fall back, flip the money and chill. I respect that, man. He's saying good, more people should quit rapping. If all you really wanted was the money and you got it, and get out of our way, get out of our TV screens, get off our playlists. You're not really connecting. You're not really trying to make music to speak to the hearts of fans and to make great artistry. You're just trying to hustle. The music's just another pack for you to break down in your little big meat fantasy. So yeah, maybe you should quit rapping. Maybe you should just clear off the Spotify, go back to hustling. If that's really what little respect you have for your fans and the game at large, then yeah, why not? Quit, man. Get the hell out of here. But there might just be another reason that Lil Baby's retiring from music. It's not because he's hustled so hard, he's made all the money he could ever possibly want, though some people think that. But he was cancelling tour dates left and right, people. He was cancelling tour dates. People saying, oh, they're so disappointed, I wanted to go. Dear ticket holder, Lil Baby cancelled. The promoter of Lil Baby wishes to advise, due to unforeseen circumstances, the Lil Baby tour scheduled to take place in October will no longer be proceeding. All tickets will receive a full refund, people. So they're saying they're devastated. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow and I bought her tickets for her birthday present. She's going to be distraught. She talked about nothing else for months. Very unfortunate. I don't trust why they see the reason for cancelling. Their team tells them to lie, and Lil Baby hasn't even tweeted about this yet. A lot of people think that these things are due to low ticket sales. This comment says due to unforeseen circumstances, more like due to the fact that he sold F all tickets. General admission standing wasn't even sold out for a few places before he cancelled, man. A lot of people are thinking that Lil Baby's fall off is real. He couldn't sell them tickets, man. Whatever Wham says goes. And apparently Wham decided not to say, let's do the tour. And it doesn't go and it's gone. All right, multiple shows on Lil Baby's Wham World Tour have been cancelled, man. Because he can't sell tickets. He's losing money. Is it because he sucks? Yes. They're saying yes. Oh, it's tragic, man. They're saying V's is now the only hope. Okay, low ticket sales more than likely. That's definitely what I'm thinking, because the London date didn't even sell out and it's in 3 weeks. Some people think it's because the people can't afford tickets anymore. It's a rough economy. People are down bad right now. But other people are saying, no, it's because Baby ain't got no motion anymore, man. Wham. Pick up the phone, man. It's Spider. Pick up the phone for some motion, man. Saying bro can hardly speak English and begs for money from streamers. MIDI on MIDI, trenchy music. I agree with that, man. You out here begging for money from streamers. Thought you're supposed to run it up. We got to pay you to not sell drugs to the community. And you want to have a little 5K from Black Boy Max for doing nothing but positivity, man? Get the heck, man, watch out.
Man, watch out.
Lil Baby never been big outside America though, lol. He's more of a hardcore hip-hop fan. People hating on him now only heard about him after he went mainstream. He has a specific sound that only people that actually grew up in those environments can relate to. Then he started making workout songs to sell to a more wide audience. White people, lol. I don't blame a bunch of Europeans who think they know, but really don't know anything about American hip-hop or street life for ditching him during all of this media stuff. It's both. Baby really lost his face in the past few weeks, plus people got bills to pay. Cap, because YB's tour is selling out every show. Baby just can't sell it's okay. I was at the YB show, and it was sold out wall to wall. I don't think Lil Baby could ever achieve something like that, if I'm completely honest with you, okay? They're saying, but Wham about to go whamming, for real. QCP, cut that water off, man. You're gonna have to get back in them streets. They're saying he got to jump on tour with another big act. Everybody nowadays is touring. Might try and put together a joint tour with Thug or 21 Savage, or all three that can't sell out. They're saying it's always ticket sales. You should never believe anything else. Sold out dates age poorly. That's some hating ass stuff to say, as if when the song came out, he wasn't selling out shows. Okay. Made a song called Sold Out Shows. They're saying the reason he's canceling is because he fell off. All right. YB, my favorite rapper, Baby right behind him, but we're not going to sit here and act like he's still not top 5 right now. They've both been in the game almost 10 years and they set the standard. TikTok just effed everything up. People are saying they don't understand the hate. All right. They don't understand the hate. So anyway, all right, obviously, look, Lil Baby's taken a lot of embarrassing L's recently. You might have seen on my channel, I did the breakdown about him getting on Blackboy Max's stream and trying to scam him. He nearly refused to get into the vocal booth. He stormed off at the end. People are saying, did you see that Blackboy Max stream with Lil Baby? It was a disaster. It was a bad look, honestly. All right, they're saying Max is corny as hell. All right. They're saying Lil Baby crashed out. Now, Lil Baby's been losing aura left and right because it's not just that embarrassing stream. It's not just his tour being cancelled. All right, people are saying it's Lil Baby losing his aura when he got exposed for paying $500,000 to fucking to smash an online box saleswoman. Okay, they're saying what part of the game is that? They're saying that's the chick he done paid $500K. I'm not gonna lie. If that's the BBL looking eye, but the face, that ain't no 500K, man. That ain't no 500K, but hey, that's how we moving, man. They're saying for her, hell no. You can find 100 variants in Miami. If I was rich, I'd only play for the TV hoes that I wanted to hit as a youngin'. 100K for Megan Good, Kyla Pratt, and Maya, that Asian girl from Zack and Cody. What the hell? All right, I believe he tricking, but 0% chance he blew 500K to smash once. Y'all are gullible as F. All right, so look, this was something I covered when I was on No Jumper News, okay, extensively. These are the DMs. He was basically promising this woman. She said that she wanted a Rolls-Royce Cullinan 2025 for 500K, all right, to be with him. Look, how crazy, right? How crazy. He basically said, if you help me get my dream car, you can have me forever. He said, that's the easiest thing you could have said. Come on, that's easy. What kind of car? She said, Rolls-Royce Cullinan 2025, and it can't be a Striker or a Porsche GT3 RS 2025 in pink. He laughing. You've been dealing with some real BS. Striker, I ain't gonna lie, that's like an insult, man. Should have got to the Striker, man. 500K for some measly box is absolute insanity. Now, Lil Baby has been teasing an album, a project called The Leaks, for months now. Okay, this is 2 months ago. He teased a track list for The Leaks. People were excited. They're saying this Leaks seems interesting. It's an album full of leaks. All right, it's all going to be all the songs that the fans have been wanting to hear. And he was supposed to drop this a few weeks ago, all right? There was talk in Atlantology. Lil Baby is supposed to be dropping in less than 5 hours, but he hasn't posted once on IG, Facebook, or X. Is the album still coming? I have a feeling he's sick to his stomach after the Thug stuff that came out last week. They're saying this ruined his whole rollout. Okay, they're saying Bieber and Drake took the slots, man. And apparently this was the second delay of the album. This was the second time. Lil Baby reportedly delayed his album for the second time. Lil Baby's The Leaks has been postponed. Okay, and look, Thug, you got Young Thug. You got a little word search here looking for, there's probably some track lists. Got Lil Yachty there, Lucky. We're getting all these little people that are going to be on the album. Too much long. All right, Young Thug. Maybe the word rat is hidden in there somewhere as well. We might find the word rat. Roy, rat, plaque, what? You can go and find the rats in there, man. You can go and spot those out. I definitely saw one. People saying that he should at least drop the album before he retires from rap. They're saying, Baby retiring, at least drop that album first, man. A lot of people are in denial. They're saying he ain't retiring. Probably his new label announcing it because he will go from now on as Dominique instead of Lil Baby. All right? People are saying it's fake. You wish upon a star and it's not Lil Baby. Pick another one to expire. God got him. All right? So some people were speculating that perhaps the reason he retired from rap is because he was so butthurt about not being included in the QCP deal. All right. This whole deal with QCP, some people feel like he basically bowed out and decided not to drop, either because he's mad that his label didn't cut him in on a deal that he wasn't entitled to be part of, or because he just feels like, you have to pay me $20,000 to rap when I was a drug dealer. Now, or $300 million. I need $300 million to rap my measly bars. That's what he's thinking, all right? So they're saying, do you think Baby fell off because he found out about the $300 million deal and just stopped putting effort into his music? Like, oh, I'm so entitled to $300 million. Oh, just forget this rap stuff. I'm just entitled to $300 million, even though when I was demanding $5 million, that was apparently okay. And I don't own the label. Anyway, them fell off rumors and narratives did happen around that time. Just something I thought about, which could make sense. I wouldn't put much effort and hunger into my music either. For P, after finding out he did a deal I told him about behind my back for double the amount. It's not his label. It's P's label. All right, Lil Baby, if you want to sell your 4PF label, okay, maybe the feds will make you an offer. All right, maybe they'll make you a two-figure offer and let you slide. People saying it's possible but risky. Hopefully Baby been saving his bread. I'd be upset specifically because P took the deal that you was offered first and snaked you. Well, if you weren't in a position to sell your masters because they were owned by someone else, ain't no snaking. It wasn't a deal you could have been offered. When you wanted to run it by him initially to begin with, that's some Sam Cooke type record deal from the 1950s. All right, they say there's a slim line between loyalty and stupidity. All right. I think people underestimate how hard it is to stay hot. Baby was everywhere when he first dropped. Honestly, might not even argue he was dropping too much, which is why people got tired of his sound so fast. Kind of reminds me of how when your favorite athlete starts to get old, they show flashes and might not be done, but can't consistently put it together. Now, there's been so much going on behind the scenes with Lil Baby. He basically claimed that he was ending 4PF. His label 4PF was no more. He thinks he's smarter than everybody out here. He's thinking, I just seen YSL, Young Thug's whole label go down and be labeled as a gang. I don't want that to happen to me. How can I stop that happening? I'll just close the label down now. Then they can't get me for any past crimes committed by 4PF. He's not the sharpest tool in the box.
Both pockets full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all the shit that be going on and shit. And I had to start learning that, like.
What do you mean by that? What stuff be going on? Crimes that you're connected to. That interesting. Fannie Willis will definitely have an interest in some of those things. What was going on?
Other people actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now
I didn't know that, using the name of my gang as the name of my label might be a bad idea. I never knew that. I never thought that. All right. People were just paying me not to sell drugs and poison the community. All right. And then kids are getting shot up out here in these Atlanta streets on behalf of 4PF. And my label's got to say, I didn't know. All right. Because of the stuff that was going on that people were doing, man.
now that I know I'll be a fool to just keep the same thing going. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Keep the thing going. So you had the thing going, right? So what do you mean by that? Like, you had the thing going. So you had the thing going. You were the head of the whole thing that was going on. But now you've closed it down. We're not going to be able to do anything about that. I don't know. That Rico might still be coming.
Right. Hey, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're going to switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period.
It ain't even just about the police, but like the police and, covering up and avoiding accountability for our crimes. Definitely part of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
I never was supposed to make my label. Do you mean gang? I never supposed to make my gang the thing that I talk about. Not your label. You named your label your gang, and that's where you went wrong, my friend.
Who I am, even like now, the young guys when I meet them and new artists who gonna start their own label, I'm telling them, hey, start your label with something that don't got nothing to do with nothing or nobody.
Nothing or nobody. You mean crimes, criminal activity, the streets like you had going on when you were literally being paid. People are saying one of the smartest things he did was rebrand the label. I'm not sure about that. We got some deleted comments. But people acting like, damn, the feds hate this one simple trick. This one simple trick Atlanta prosecutors hate, all right? They hate, okay? That's basically what it's all about, all right? Basically, he's saying 4PF's on that RICO list, and he thought them folks would come in. That guy ended 4PF because they saw he was on the RICO list. Exactly, he was just yapping. You want him to publicly admit, yeah, the RICO was coming, I had to get the F on? But that doesn't work. All right, that doesn't work. So some people, I thought this was interesting, all right? This is like taking the arrogance that my sort of bitterness towards Lil Baby to a whole nother level, right? People are saying, this is 8 months ago. I understand the Lil Baby fall off now. I just watched the tour of his house and I get it. This dude had everything he wanted. Rap was just a hustle and he excelled. In the beginning, when he caught momentum and the industry was buzzing and GOAT talk was in the air, he was a little hungry to prove that he was dope while still making money. And when the opportunity came to speak on real issues with bigger picture, he went from having people's ear to having the people's hearts. But still, rap was a hustle. When you give a rapper everything he ever wanted, he get lazy 2 albums in. It's because he didn't really love rapping in the first place. He still makes some hard stuff now, but it all sounds the same because he's not passionate about nothing he's talking about. He's just going through the motions trying to hit another lick. Arrogant, all right? I hate to even bring Gunna up, but the reason my guy Gunna keeps dropping fire is because you can tell he really loves crafting music, and he got all the M's too, and he want to keep getting better and perfecting his pocket. The same could be said for all the real greats. I love this comment and analysis, man, because this really gets to the core. This really gets to the core of why Lil Baby is a lame. And why he really isn't a phenomenal artist when it comes to hip-hop. He's really not a legend of the rap game, in my opinion, because he doesn't care about it. All the songs sound the same. Logan Paul said it. All the songs sound the same. I'm sorry, but they do, all right? There's really not a high level of artistry. His best moment, his finest hour was probably The Bigger Picture. And even then, for a tribute, like for a socially conscious song that's like a rallying cry for a cause, the stuff that he's talking about on that song doesn't even necessarily like show a high level of artistry. Arguably he was just capitalizing off of a tragedy. He clearly sees rap as a hustle. I'm not diminishing the messaging behind The Bigger Picture. And like I say, I think it was his finest moment, but I feel like that was a rare flash of emotional capacity for Lil Baby that's pretty absent throughout the rest of his career. And, people are saying, put it like this, whether you agree or disagree if Baby fell off, the internet and black people specifically want you to win. But as soon as you start winning too much, they're going to try and humble you like their opinion holds any weight. Internet talking about falling off like he went broke or something. In reality, making money in the rap game should be the #1 priority. Side note, this house is fire. I'd be watching that YouTube channel. Side note, I think Gunna enjoys making music, but he's also hungry. He got a chip on his shoulder and he's trying to prove a lot of people wrong. Bingo. Generally speaking, artists fall off after they get on. Can't rap about that old lifestyle, and you can't translate your new lifestyle to listeners because it's a new experience for the artists who were likely broke beforehand. That said, you're right. They want you to win just to tear you back down. It's probably going to happen to Kendrick Lamar one day. All right? That's what they're saying, all right? That's what they're saying. They're trying to find out what's going on with that, okay? So look, let's just have a little taste of how nice Lil Baby's house is, okay? Just to cap this video off, all right? This is the level of superstardom, all right? This is the level of success. Lil Baby is better than all of us, all right? Lil Baby is...
What's up, baby?
He's bigger, more important. He's richer than all of us mere peasants, all right? And we should just bow down to Lil Baby and just swallow up his music no matter how trash it is, all right? Because just look at his house. Look at the state of his house.
Welcome to my bachelor pad.
Is this the same? Is it looking like the same crib that he was trying to scam back to Max out? Yeah.
So this is my home. I purchased this house a couple years ago and it looked nothing like this. I got my designer, Anissa, to come in and bring it to life. Gutted the whole house out completely. Everything in the house I kind of designed to my liking. Growing up, I always aspired to have like crazy houses. Of course, I'm from Atlanta and this house in Atlanta. A lot of houses in Atlanta are not like this yet. They are building a lot.
So he was inspired to have this beautiful house, right? And just as he rapped in his song, I could live off my closet before I go broke. And that's facts, man. Look at this closet. Look at this closet. He got everything.
The glass doors on the closet. My two sons, William and Jason. It's like an overflow closet. It's the summertime right now. These are like winter clothes, pants. And whenever I run out of space in one of the other cribs or something, I just bring my overflow stuff here. I have a lot of significant pieces in here, I'm sure. This right here is actually an outfit that I wore.
Does he need $300 million? Like, this is the entitlement that I find pretty disgusting. He's so butthurt over not being cut into a $300 million deal that he wasn't really privy to. He wasn't an owner of the label. He got everything he needs. All right, and it's still not enough. He's still butthurt about not being part of a $300 million deal. You don't even like rapping. He doesn't even like rapping. He would have rather just kept polluting his community with drugs. All right, now he's got every set of sneakers in the world, not off the dope game, but off the rap game. All right, the genre of music that we all love, that we all cherish, that he don't really care about, and he done came up. So you know what? Don't bother dropping any more music, man. You got it. You got everything you need.
Not going to wear again, but I will wear these. Pair of Yeezys. Not the only, but one of the cool pieces in here. I usually bring my clothes when I come here to the point where the shoes are almost like art color coordinated. Just some little eye candy when you walk in the bedroom.
Just a little eye candy when you walk in there, you know what I'm saying? You're just so rich. You got movie theater in your crib, Blackboy Max pulling up, streaming in the movie theater. All of that good stuff going on, man. So look, Lil Baby is still missing. All right, Lil Baby, we're looking. I'm looking under the couch. I'm looking behind the couch and trying to find Lil Baby. I haven't seen him anywhere. We're still waiting because whatever Wham says goes. All right, and if Wham's saying that he's leaving rap behind, whatever Wham says go, we're just gonna have to accept that, okay? And there's gonna be no convincing him otherwise. All right. So, he had to be paid not to drug deal. Now it's at a point where it's, he needs $300 million to keep rapping. But I do feel like Lil Baby probably is the person who has been embarrassed the most outside of Young Thug because of this situation. It exposes a serious snakery and hypocrisy. Gunna literally taught Lil Baby how to rap. He showed him the way. Dudes were paying Lil Baby to not sell drugs, to not destroy the community. And then before you know it, he's turning on Gunna. He's not street enough. You a rat for taking a plea. Well, what about Young Thug? All right? What about Young Thug? As I said before, if Gunna's a rat, Young Thug's a rat. If Young Thug's not a rat, then you can't say that Gunna's a rat. And this has probably had Lil Baby in a bit of a twist, in a little bit of a bind, all right? He probably got his spine bent out of shape, trying to bend over backwards, mental gymnastics, trying to let Thug off, because it's just, we can't pierce this narrative, because whatever Wham says goes. But anyway, if anyone sees Lil Baby, let me know. Let me know down in the comments. Send me a DM. If anyone sights Lil Baby, all right, if he's back outside, I'll keep looking. I'll go get my binoculars out, keep looking for Lil Baby. But until the next video, I will keep you updated on any of the drama, and I'm out of here. Peace.